First of all, thank you so much for coming, and sorry for the delay. It's because of the lot of overlapping sessions. I just completed one more round table and I came here all the way. And great to see everyone. I believe, how many of you are already doing AI stuff? May I know, please? Great. And I think you have come across my creative in social media, I believe. And many of you wanted to know more stuff about AI filmmaking exclusively. So this might be helpful for already people who are already doing AI, but you know, every maker, every AI filmmaker will be having different perspective to approach towards AI. I won't say like my method is the rightful method or else my workflow which I am going to showcase is the correct one, but I would say this workflow which I am showcasing might be helpful to you while you are traveling in your AI filmmaking career. All right. So myself, Jagdish Bomisetti, I'm a DOP by profession. I'm a cinematographer, and I'm also associated with Annapurna Studios as virtual production cinematographer. And I'm drawing myself into AI filmmaking as well. I've been doing a lot of AI stuff from last 2 years and been giving a lot of sessions and explaining the workflows. I think how many of you maybe have you attended last year's session of Cinematica? Thank you. So I think that time I have introduced number of tools, and today I'm here with output, because last time I showed only like a couple of clippings, how to achieve movements and how to achieve different type of shots. But this time we're gonna see an output, and we also gonna learn about, I'm gonna teach you about the workflow that I have followed, because with the very short session, I can't do a live workshop, right? So treat this as the master class. I'm going to show you the examples along with all the applications, all right? So AI filmmaking workflow, I'll also showcase the output. So now I have divided this entire workflow into three divisions, like because in filmmaking, everyone is aware about pre-production, production and post-production, yes? So in the same way, AI filmmaking workflow also, particularly since I'm a filmmaker, I wanted to keep it in the same workflow, right? But the sub-steps under the AI workflow might differ, because we are not actually traditionally shooting with a camera. We're actually trying to create through digital program. So this workflow is particularly made and particularly designed in such a way. I think you can see across here, you have in pre-production stage, you have idea and script. And the second sub-stage of pre-production is visual planning. So that's how I named it. You can also call it as visual design. All right. So in visual planning, you have another sub-steps, and then moves forward to production stage. And in production stage, you have text-to-image generation, because you can consider this as 50% of capturing, like if you compare it with your traditional filmmaking. And the other 50% of achieving the videos would be image to video generation. All right. So now in pre-production, the idea and script. So before proceeding to the sub-steps, I would like to show you the output that we are going to discuss today. It's today's masterclass is all about how to create cinematic narratives. So if you see in social media right now, what's happening is there are different genres of AI filmmaking. People are actually creating some real content. People are just creating some YouTube content. But some people are only working like, to make it like a humor appeal content. So it's just like 15, 20 seconds, quick contents. But most of the filmmakers are not trying to do the character consistency outputs, which means that is why today I'm going to show you a narrative which is made with proper character consistency. I would rate myself I have achieved 96% of character consistency in this output, which I am able to show. So let's watch the output now. Sound petma.
In the fading light, silence grows louder. The night is long when you have only your thoughts to keep you company. All these years, echoing in every corner of an empty space. Loneliness isn't just the absence of people, it's the absence of connection.
अरे क्या किया जी क्यों
This
चेंज
chair
किया
remembers your touch.
అరే నీకు తెలియపోతే తెలియదని చెప్పు
Only remembers the day.
చేస్తుంటే మార్నింగ్ కానీ టైం పడుతుంది
మీ గురువు ఎక్కడ వెళ్ళిపోయాడు
నా గురువు ఎవరు లేరు అతనికే రాదు ఇంకా నాకే
మరి నిన్న చేసిండు కదా బాస్
I scroll through
నేను
memories,
మార్నింగ్ వచ్చింది
తమ్ముడు
అతను
looking
సెట్టింగ్
for
చేంజ్
you in
చేసిండు మార్నింగ్
pixels
వచ్చేసి
and
ఫుల్ స్క్రీన్ కావాలంటే
echoes,
మొత్తం
knowing
చేంజ్
you
చేసి
won't appear.
లెఫ్ట్ రైట్ ప్యానల్స్ లేవనుకో ఎట్లా పెడతావు అట్లా పెట్టించాం నిన్న మేము చేసాం సెషన్
చేసి రాదు ఆ సిస్టమ్ వేరే కానీ సిస్టమ్లా సైజ్
The world keeps moving,
తమ్ముడు ఇందులోనే చేశాడు అడుగు మనోడిని అడుగు
but my time,
నాది ఖాళీ సెటప్ చేసిండు అంతే
it stopped the day.
ఏది చేసినా ఇప్పుడైతే రావట్లే ఎందుకు రావట్లే
Trying to clean what can't be seen, the spaces where you still exist in my mind. Noise fills the room.
బస్ ఇక్కడ మాట్లాడద్దు నాకు డిస్టర్బెన్స్ కదా
The silence between scenes is louder than anything I hear.
కొంచెం సౌండ్ పెట్టు
Loneliness is really heavy, a weight that presses down my chest, night after night. Every night ends the same way, with a memory of you, fading into the dark. And as the light fades, so does hope.
ఆ డోర్ క్లోజ్ చేయండి ఒకళ్ళు అక్కడ ఉండండి ఒకళ్ళు ఇటు ఉండండి డోర్ క్లోజ్ చేసి పెట్టండి Still, it's still there.
But one day, the light will not return, and with it, neither will I.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Should I play again so that we can discuss about the shots, or shall I just skip to the workflow? You guys can say, so that you guys can observe the shots if I play again. Okay? All right. So before playing it again, I think it's like a 4 minutes 6 seconds entirely created. Images are created, and the voiceover, even the BGM and the video generation, everything is done with AI tools. There is no direct shot in it, and the person, the lead person, the reason for selecting this is because he's actually my friend, Vishal. He's an actor and model, and I asked him to send the photos, so that I have created a AI model of him. And so basically, I just wanted to show how accurate I am able to create the single character with multiple shots. So I'll just play it, and we can skip to the workflow.
In the fading light, silence grows louder. The night is long when you have only your thoughts to keep you company. All
అవి
these
ఇన్ హౌస్ లైట్స్
years,
కదా అవి ఆగు.
echoing in every corner of an empty space. Loneliness isn't just the absence of people, it's the absence of connection.
కొంచెం ర్యాండమ్గా వీడియోస్ తీసుకో అన్ని యాంగిల్స్ నుంచి. ఈవెన్ నేను చెప్తున్నప్పుడు నా వెనకాల నుంచి కూడా ఇలాగే తీసుకో, రీల్ కంటెంట్ అలా.
This chair remembers your touch,
ఓకే, ఫొటోస్ కూడా
only remembers the ache. I scroll through memories, looking for you in pixels and echoes, knowing you won't appear.
చాలా బాగుంది.
వర్తా
లేదు
సెషన్కి వర్తే
The world keeps moving, like it always does. But my time, it stopped the day you walked away. Trying to clean what can't be seen, the spaces where you still exist in my mind. Noise fills the room, but it never reaches me. The silence between scenes is louder than anything I hear. Loneliness is really heavy, a weight that presses down my chest, night after night. Every night ends the same way, with a memory of you fading into the dark. And as the light fades, so does hope. But one day, the light will not return, and with it, neither will I.
So how is the output? Because this is first time I have been showcasing this output. I haven't released yet. So do you feel it is good? Yeah? So coming back to the workflow, obviously I have started with creating a AI model. Everyone might be thinking idea and script might be the first step, but when I actually look for the character consistency, my first step would be creating the AI model. So obviously there are couple of tools where you can directly create the video with your AI model, but I didn't approach that way. Since you have seen the workflow, first I incorporated my 3D AI character with the tools like Google AI Studio, Midjourney, OpenArt and Leonardo AI. So first I tried with Leonardo. I haven't tried with Google AI and Midjourney, and because I'm very good and I like the interface of Leonardo, particularly in person, so I tried with Leonardo. Then I am not satisfied with that. Then I go back to OpenArt AI, because you have several tools available in OpenArt AI. So even you guys can Google it right now, and there is a lot of models which are available. Also I will show you what models are actually fascinating in OpenArt. So with the help of OpenArt, I have given almost like 6 good photographs of the person who I wanted to create the AI model for. So it's like a long shot, like where from head to toe is being seen, and one medium long shot, one mid shot, and one for the facial feature recognition, one the extreme close-up of my friend's face. Okay, so once it is loaded, just you will be, it won't particularly show you the 3D model is ready. It won't be showing you in the interface anywhere. When you go to your characters, your first character, you can name it as either Vishal or else whatever name you want to name to the character, you can name it. It will show you in the category section, characters category section. Through that, you need to go to next step. So coming to the actual workflow script. So this is my script which I prepared for, for my showcasing for this masterclass. So it's like a very basic structure of script. Even in this step, you can either rely on your own talent, or else you can take help of ChatGPT or Perplexity maybe you can just give a story, log line. And from the log line, you can ask Perplexity or else ChatGPT to enhance the script itself or enhance the story itself. But my story, I have given the basic story itself, I am done with it, so I haven't used for script enhancement, I haven't used any tools. So now going to the next step, visual planning. In visual planning, I think you have seen in this workflow, you can see visual planning, we have a script to shot breakdown or prompting for shots. And in the same way I have mentioned here, idea and script, either it can be own script or else script enhancement. So in visual planning, in the script to shot breakdown is my next step, because I have a cooked script, which is like a paragraph wise. Then now I have to divide it into sub-steps, like every shot, what are the shots that I particularly wanted. So that will be my next step, where this is how I have break down the entire 2 paragraphs into approximately like 10 shots. But if you see the video, you can see almost like 30 shots, right? With all slow motion shots, and also the beach. I think you have seen all the beach shots, the couple shots which are shot against the beach. Those it's like my other development. I thought like that step has been done in the final stage, because I felt the script is little flat. Then I came up with the idea to incorporate other videos as well, so that I just wanted to show the visual difference, and I wanted like back and forth kind of screenplay. So it's all about the screenplay. So, but if you see my actual script, there is no beach shots which is included in this. So I came up with that idea later on. So that's why you won't be seeing the shots here. So out of the entire 10 shots, you can see now I took help of ChatGPT, not Perplexity, for dividing it into shots, and for which visual I need to incorporate which voiceover. So that's the reason you can see for every shot there is a scene description, and then at bottom you have its own voiceover, which is paired with along with that particular shot. Next we have image prompting. So you're done with your shot divisions, right? And next very important thing, I told you very clearly, I didn't directly skip to video generation, because I wanted the character sustainability should be, like I should be happy personally with the character consistency with the images. Then I wanted to approach to video generation mode. Many of the creators, they are doing one primary mistake, is because analyze how much time actually you require to do this creative stuff. Just because you wanted to submit the work ASAP, people are not actually working and getting to know the actual potentiality of the AI tools. So you need to take time to research and to understand each tool, so that each tool, each model in different applications, so that you will easily understand which tool to use for what requirement. So this is my suggestion, like so that you once go through all the AI tools which are available in market, because every 2 days there is a new model coming up. right? And every week there is an update in all the AI tools. Immediately Google is coming up with Veo, and immediately they are coming up with Nano Banana, right? And now even there is a Slush, there is another tool which is coming up. So you need to act little quicker in the way to understand the tools which are coming in the market. So in visual planning, under visual planning, the image prompting structure, and these are the three main concepts that you need to include in your prompts. All right. So in prompting, I'm not going to teach you how to write the prompt, but that's the reason I highlighted the three main topics. Be aware with the subject, be aware with the context and scene, and be aware with the style and medium. Okay, mention it in whatever language that you want. Make sure to mention this. Like example, if you can see under the subject, a majestic Bengal tiger with vibrant orange fur. So you can see a little more detail in this line, more than just mentioning give me a tiger, right? So instead of give me a tiger photo, you can actually mention it little more in depth, so that it would give you a photorealistic tiger photo. And coming to the context, describe the environment, background, or the like. You can actually use, like I mostly use it like give me a 30-year person standing against the sunset, set in a balcony. So this is how I give my prompt structure. I use the word called against. So to make machine understand that what is the environment it needs to create, or you can even put it in this word like create a person standing in the beach. So instead of that, I would like to mention it like create a person standing against the beach during the sunset. So this is the detail that I generally give in the prompts. Okay, and then coming even you can see the example, stalking through a lush tropical rainforest with towering trees and dense growth. So instead of a forest during a rainy season or forest during a winter season, you can actually use the terms like lush, green, lush environment. So these are the small wordings that you can actually include. Well, coming to the style and medium, specify the desired artistic approach, art form, and medium. You have an example like photorealistic, which is I definitely use this word, because model might create any character as an animated character, or it might create for a comic book or anything. But most of the AI platforms also gives you an option to create your model in what medium. Like, are you planning to do for a comic book, or are you planning to do for cinematic? In some tools it is clearly mentioned as cinematic, or it might give you 50 bokeh, or else vintage photograph. These are the some of kinds which are available in that any of the application. But still, I would generally mention this word called photorealistic under every image prompt. Give me a photorealistic image of a college going student standing in his balcony against a sunset. So this is how I push the prompt for image. Then there are 4 more additional modifiers you can also use. Lighting controls, like even I mentioned about sunset, right? During a sunset, during a dusk, during the dusk and dawn environment. So this is during a early morning beach. So this is how you can actually mention your lighting. But if you see in my showreel, you can see a lot of, I think, hope you guys understood the concept of Alone. It's a short film name which I named as Alone. So basically it's like a person who is suffering from monophobia, because he lost his girlfriend and he is suffering from monophobia. And I think you can see the lead character in different stages, because it's not just the story with 1 year or something. It's almost like 4 years and 5 years. We want to show his suffering. I particularly wanted to show him in one frame he will be looking lean, right? In one frame he is with a lot of hair, and in one frame he is fit. He is also exercising. He is building his body. So I wanted to show his journey in like the entire era of him suffering because he lost his girlfriend. And the last 3 shots also tells that at last he killed himself. Like, he is done with his life, he can't live anymore, so he actually killed himself. And I think actually the shot that I actually wanted to create is like him pointing gun directly towards him, and I just wanted to go for a dead close-up of the eyes, and then he shuts his eyes, we hear a gun blast. But there is a restriction in AI tools, we can't actually create like terms like suicide, right, murder and kill. We can't actually use these terms, and many of the tools doesn't give you the outputs, okay. I supposed to want that shot as a single shot where the person is in this way with the mid-range shot, and slowly I wanted to dolly into the eyes. But since I am not able to create that, so I went with alternative shots. Why I am saying all this is because everyone is showing the works, everyone is publishing on YouTube. But I would like to share some tips and techniques so that you can create your own short films in a better way, right? So I went with 3 alternative shots. One, I gave a establishment, like with the seashore. I ended up his all the suffering, and we came to a final destination. So where I established a gun, slow shot on the gun. Then I went for he's actually trying to, in a confusion whether it will create a sense whether he is trying to kill someone or he is trying to kill himself, right? And then at last with that whatever the dialogue is there, I went with the extreme close-up and gave a sound effect. That's how I actually come up with the conclusion of the short film. Then coming back to this, we also can give you lighting controls. You need to mention about you need a single source light. You can use terms like I need a single source light coming from right side of the character, and you can also mention the color of it. And then we went with the color palette. You can actually give retro. You can use the terms like retro, or else you can actually use the terms like low-key lighting. Because I am a cinematographer, I know these terminologies. And you can actually also mention the terminology like high-key lighting. So these are like cinematic terms, so that it would give you the proper lighting effect. But you should be able to go for 2 or 3 generations to get whatever you want, because only after attempting the prompt only we will understand what to include and what not to include. I also have one better example for that. Then you can also explain the framing, composition and framing. After writing your creative prompt, you can also include, please place the character right of the frame according to rule of thirds. You can mention in this way. That's why you will be able to, that's how you will be able to achieve the shots. Next, and details and quality. As I said, I think in the last shot where the dead close-up is there, I think I have done 5 to 6 generation because I am not happy with the skin texture. But I think, are you okay with the skin texture which you saw that? Or is it little awkward? I think that's the best that I can achieve. But for that I have done like 5 to 6 different generations, because it's very difficult to get that minute skin texture which is hyper realistic. Because otherwise if I don't particularly mention the prompt properly, I might end up getting some digitally, it will be more feathery. The skin will look more smooth, but actually the man's skin won't be that smooth like a girl, right? It will be little harshness will be there. So I worked hard for that shot particularly, and also for the eye blink, the last slow eye blink, all right? So that's about image prompting. Next, visual planning. Under visual planning, image prompting. So this is like one of the example for this shot. I don't know whether you will be you're able to read the shot. You can see now coming back to the OpenArt, I have created some images with the model. Because I created my model in OpenArt, I will be able to create all the images in OpenArt itself. I cannot use some other different application. All right. So in this OpenArt, this is the prompt that I gave. And you also have an option where you can actually switch on the toggle for prompt enhancement. And it is absolutely crazy tool. You can see how well it has emphasized my actual prompt. So the prompt that I gave, wide shot of @Vishal. So why @Vishal is because that's how I named my character when I designed. So when you just click @, automatically you will get your character's name. Right, and @Vishal, as he watches the LCD TV, the room is dark, the light, flickering light reflecting on his tired eyes. So I mentioned with the environment, I mentioned the prop, I mentioned the lighting mode. So let's give a try. So I switched on enable the prompt enhancement, and this is the image that it created. I think you have seen in the film, it's the same shot. Yeah. So, and that's how you can read out the prompt if you would like to. That's how it emphasizes the prompt, the existing prompt that you gave. Next phase of getting more better prompt. So this is my second shot. Close up of the character's face as he lies awake in bed, comma, staring blankly at the ceiling. The voiceover is unrelated for the image generation. So I just create an image prompt for this. Now, so this is done by ChatGPT. Okay, I gave my shot and I asked for prompt enhancement. Because the first shot, if you see, I asked OpenArt itself to emphasize my font and create it in real time. For this shot, I just tried with enhancing my prompt with ChatGPT, then copy this prompt here and paste in OpenArt. So that's the process I followed. Now let's see the output, how it came. So this is the shot that I got. But if you see, I'm not okay with this, but this is not the visual that I want. And can you tell me, in the opening shot, if you see it is like an overhead shot, right? The scene has opened with an overhead shot. So that is what I actually want. And the mistake that I have done is I forgot to, this ChatGPT gave me the prompt, enhanced my prompt. But I didn't mention the camera angle and type of shot in the whatever question I gave to ChatGPT. And I just simply copy pasted it. But actually I supposed to extend my prompt with camera angle, camera shot also. Okay. Now after doing the correction, this is the output that I got, because this is what I want. So if you see the prompt here, till here texture film look, this is what we copied from ChatGPT, and from there that's what I wrote. Camera top down angle, right? Camera top down shot from an overhead angle, comma, capturing the character lying motionless on the bed, comma, framed symmetrically within the mattress. Can you see those words, top down shot? And camera placement also I explained, it is on overhead, right? It got a very good clarity about it. And then my framing. If you see, I clearly mentioned that I wanted a symmetrical framing so that machine will understand it needs to place the character in center. Okay, so this is how I achieved some of the shots. Can someone tell me how I achieved this continuity shots? I think, see, in the 4-minute short film which I showed you, there are some continuous shots also. Right? Even when he is cleaning, I again got the same skin texture, same ambience, some cleaning shot also. I didn't upscaled and I just didn't cropped it. I created it. But for this, I didn't use OpenArt. Now what I have done, I got this image from OpenArt. Right, with whatever prompt I want, I got my image and I am happy with it. Now I wanted close-up of the hands, but I am not happy with whatever it got created. I want more tighter shot. This is the shot that I particularly want. If you see this and if you see this feels more tighter, right, more closer. So this is the range that I want. So for this, what I have done, I used Google AI Studio, Nano Banana. So I have uploaded the first photo which I got from OpenArt. So this first photo I got from OpenArt. I uploaded that in Nano Banana and asked Nano Banana to give me a extreme close-up. The first query I just mentioned close-up. So that's why it just gave me this much. It just gave me this much. Then I'm not happy with it, I want more tighter, then I mentioned extreme close-up. So you can see in the prompt, it's like extreme close-up. So that's how detailed you should be to get what you want from AI image generation. And now lastly coming to image to video generations. So these are some of very familiar tools I'm familiar with. And I mostly use these for all my video generations. So I think you have seen all the footages. Particularly this alone, short film alone, is created entirely with OpenArt itself. So the model that I use in OpenArt is Kling 2.5. You will be generally having lot of video models in OpenArt. So either you can directly subscribe in Kling, or else you can go to OpenArt, take subscription and use multiple models in it. I particularly wanted very good character consistency. I tried with multiple models, video models, but I am quite happy with whatever Kling has achieved. And that too, it's just 2.5 model. Okay, and I have done couple of other videos in Runway, purely on Runway, and I have done some videos only on Google VO3, and I have done also I don't have the work to show you today, but I have done one animation film also, purely 1 minute, entirely animation. I think that will definitely take 30 to 20 to 30 artists at least 10 days to create. I was able to create in just 3 days. So that I have particularly done using Howlo AI. So I feel, so that's what I'm saying, right? So it will be good if you research yourself and you understand what tool is actually preferable for your requirement. So with my experience, I am saying for creating hyper realistic Kling AI is good in OpenArt, and then for normal commercial footage, Runway is good, and for animation, Howlo AI is good. But maybe any creator over here, it might be having some other perspective also, which I am not aware of, right, brother? So basically what I'm trying to say, today you are learning from me, but tomorrow one of you might be giving a session, I might also be part of it, right? So what I wanted you guys to do, go explore as many tools as possible so that we can learn new things from each other. And yeah, OpenArt, so you can see like this is just interface, this is not my own slides, this is from the website. Okay, so when you go to OpenArt, when you try to create video, so these are the kind of models that is available in for video models to create videos in OpenArt. So you have Kling, you have Cdance, you have Sora also. This is a very recent addition to the OpenArt platform. And then you have Van, you have Van 2.2, you have Minimax, Howlo AI, and Pixverse, Vidu, Runway, Pika. But mostly in OpenArt, Howlo works absolutely good, Kling works, Sora, Van 2.5, all these 4 models works absolutely crazy. So I would also like to now show you video generations. I have some of the clips that I would like to show. So this is the, finally, like you remember the workflow. I'm coming according to the workflow if you're not getting connected to my presentation. So now our next step, you achieved all the shots, you achieved all the images. Now the shots are ready, images are ready, including the connectivity shots like hand close-up, etc. So now your target is to achieve videos. So now, as I said, using the Kling 2.5 model in this OpenArt. So this is the kind of video prompts that you need to give. Now again, coming back to the workflow, please remember, don't give the same image prompt. Now, since you are creating video, you need to mention what that camera movement should be. Already camera placement is done. Type of shot is done. What range you are wanted to shoot, it is done while doing the first frame of the image itself. But now in this, you need to mainly explain what that character is actually doing, right? And what camera, how the camera should move. So these are the 2 primary things that you need to mention while creating videos. So I'll just show you. You can see the prompt here, model using Kling 2.5 in OpenArt. Camera, dolly right, comma, semicolon. Person scrolling on mobile screen with his thumb, semicolon. Constant look and eye blink, semicolon. Cinematic and photorealistic expression and slow motion. Let's see the video, how it has created. So here, this is the shot which I was...
Knowing you won't appear.
Right? The slow dolly right shot. But if you observe, actually the camera is actually traveling left. So there is one thing that I have noticed in Runway as well as Kling and as well as Howlo AI. All the AI video models will only understand if I wanted camera, my camera, if I am the camera, if I wanted camera to move left, I have to mention dolly right, quite opposite. And in the same way, if I want my camera to move right, dolly right, I have to mention dolly left. So, and also one more prompt I would like to show. You can see this. Now, if you, I think you remember this shot, right? He's just, placing the hand and just, he's suppressed, like in depression. So I wanted like this, like how we actually shoot with a mobile. I wanted that subtle handheld shake. I don't want a smooth motion. If you see, there is lot of camera movements, lot of type of shots which is included according to cinematography. So this particular shot I wanted, like if someone third person is standing and just with a small camera vibration, that's the feel that I wanted for this clip. So I have mentioned very clearly handheld camera shot semicolon, which means my camera movement is done. That's what my camera movement is supposed to be. And then person depressed with constant expression, touching the wall and rests his head down, semicolon. Now I told about the action of the character, what my character need to perform. Then natural body movement. I told about his whether he is jumping, the expression he will maintain, but you cannot actually say like whether he is going crazy or jumping or else just hitting the head, banging the head. So that's why I just give natural body movements. So and you can see in the output. So this shot.
The same way, with a memory of you fading into the dark, and that.
Got it? So I think you are able to see that little disturbance. It's not, the camera movement is not so smooth, right? So that's how I generally specify my each and every movement. That's the end of pre-production and production. Now I would quickly like to wrap up the post-production workflow. Now if you see here, I clearly divided the post-production into two sub-steps because these are not everyone who is capturing this workflow, take it as a guidance. Okay, don't take it as a syllabus or else don't take it as a textbook picture. So just take it as a guidance step. You're absolutely free to use this, definitely, but I'm not saying in front of camera also, I'm saying very clearly this is not the only way. You can come up with your own workflow, right? And also this won't be the same thing for while creating animations, right? It might be having little different approach. So this is like, that's why I mentioned very clearly this session is about creating cinematic narratives, right, in a cinematic way. So this is how like end up with the post production. Now quickly coming to the post production. Now individual clips. So every video that we have generated, it mostly depending on different models, it can give you either 720p or else 1080p. Even like 6 months back there is no 1080p directly, only 720p is there. Now it has been upgraded to 1080p, but it will cost you more tokens or more subscription money for that. And after achieving the shot, but still as I said, if you wanted to go extreme, go for extreme quality, these are the two options that you will be having, where we can actually upscale the footage first. And you have some two major tools like in Runway, now upscale option is also there because it will create the clip in 720 and then you can upscale to 4K also. But I would like to mention one tool's name, which is Topaz AI. So Topaz AI is like a little costlier thing, but it will give you very good output. This video alone has been entirely created with Topaz. Okay, entirely upscaled via Topaz. Now if you see, there is a very minor correction between the top workflow and the bottom workflow is, after exporting individual clips, you directly upscale all the footage at once, then go for your edit. So you have editing. Once edit is logged with the upscaled footage, you can give voiceover and narrative dialogues like how I have given. Then go for BGM and ambience. Then go for color grading if required, if you wanted to change some mood, and go for final output. There is a second alternative also. You might be happy with 1080p footage and you can absolutely move forward with the regular editing process like edit, voiceover. Voiceover, I would like to mention, I have created this entire voiceover with 11 labs. Okay, so the narrative part is created via 11 labs. So 11 labs is also AI tool which is specifically designed for audio AI creation. Then I have created BGM ambience is from Pixabay. Then I have done little, I didn't touch any color grading. No color grading has been done for this output. Okay, then you can lift up your footage as a whole 4-minute video. You can dump it in any upscaler. You have a lot of custom upscale softwares, default softwares. You can download from GitHub also. Many developers actually give their upscaling tools for free in GitHub. So you can go to GitHub, search for good upscale tool, and you can absolutely use it. So what will happen here is, once you're done with all the video, only the video file alone, you need to take it to that software and ask the software to upscale for 4K or whatever you want, you can upscale it. So these are the two different workflows that we have for post-production. Okay, now I would like to end the session with showing couple of videos. So this is irrespective of alone. I just would like to show you from video to video AI generation also. That's video to video generation actually. What I tried to achieve is with, I captured one shot with a phone, and then I go for Runway. So, I uploaded the footage, the clip, then I wanted to just change the ambience and environment with whatever character that I would like to visualize and with my lighting conditions. So I think that's why I compiled with 3 different lightings. And you can see my associate is actually holding a dummy, so that I can actually mention in AI, please make my person look like he is holding a gun. But actually AI machine learning, it needs some reference to recreate that. So I just tried to give my lighting bag to him and I asked him to hold like a gun. So it neatly translated every detail that I have given. This is created in Gen 3 Alpha from a Runway, but now we have new models like Gen 4 and currently Aleph is going on, Aleph. So that's from Runway. So if you can see in this, the first lighting condition is like rainy, right? And you can see a lot of water reflections, and there is like a overcast lighting, which I actually mentioned for, all right? And then second one, I tried to mention it as sunny day, where I'm able to see a lot of light and shadow leak on him, on the character as well. Then the third one is like a night shot with the bunker field with the bunker lights. So that's the reason it was able to create all the bunker lights to the wall. So this is one way to what I'm trying to do the other outputs. Now I would like to show one show reel about camera movements. I think in this I also clearly mentioned, so you will easily understand. సార్ పైకి వస్తారా, చాలా మంది క్రౌడ్ ఉన్నారు. ఓకే, అవునా, కొంచెం ఇక్కడ ఇస్తే బాగుంటుంది సార్. ఏం లేదు, మీరు వచ్చి వెళ్ళిపోవడమే, అయిపోయింది. So please clearly mention whether you want to, but don't use terms like, actually we also call this as tracking, but don't use track. Definitely I'm saying it would literally create some track over there on the image, on the video. So better use the term like this. See, that's what I'm saying, right? How I came to this conclusion is because I tried, I explored giving track in, I explored giving dolly in. So that's why I'm confident about the terminology, right? Then you have next you have see zoom in. Zoom in won't be having much dolly effect. It just looks like image is getting scaled up, right? That's the difference between dolly and zoom. And next you have you got it track left, which I wanted is track left. For that I used, see actually the camera is moving right. What we generally say in filmmaking is please give a track right, which means left to right. That's what I told you, right? Like in AI, almost all the models were only able to create, if I mention, if you want track right, please mention glide left or track left, then it will be giving you track right. And if you wanted to achieve actual track left in traditional cinematography, please mention glide right, so that the moment it will give you like a track left according to our communication. So either you can either mention slide down, so that without moving on the x-axis, the camera will just only travel on the y-axis. Or if you would like to, you can also, later on I tried with other terminology which is called regularly we use in broadcast channels, pedestal up and down. So either you can use pedestal up or pedestal down. So that is also, it works actually. So then you have, the last one you have is, so this is a combination shot, slide down along with tilt up. So that's why if you see in this shot, it is only slide down, right? But if you see in this this shot, it is sliding down along with the tilt up. So this is how you can combine camera movements also. Just be sure about, write it up, just write on a pad or paper, whatever you want, and explore shot by shot. Try to achieve, finish one shot and then go for the next one. Okay, then I would also like to play one more video. Right, so here you have mainly this video is about zoom and dolly especially. Like you can see this is plain zoom, right? As I mentioned, it is just looking like you're just zooming in the picture. There is no liveliness in that. So if you really wanted zoom in, definitely you can mention zoom in. So but I prefer mostly when I'm doing AI filmmaking, I prefer like this dolly in. So it feels more lively for me. Then this is dolly out. It's a simple dolly out. I started from a medium shot, then it went for a dolly out like mid-long. This is with dolly plus zoom. I think you're able to see that Hitchcock effect, right? So many people knows Hitchcock effect, where you randomly doing zoom along with dolly. So you can see that magnification differentiation in the background, right? But this will be achieved only when you have lot of depth in the background. So this is how I tried to achieve with. I clearly mentioned dolly in and zoom out. So that's the term which I use while creating that.